Hello everyone. So today I will share with you the way I usually sketch and also the techniques that I like to put into practice. And I'll tell you how important it is to warm up before you start drawing and sketching. And at the end of this video, I will also be sharing some of the illustrations that I have done so far, where you'll be able to see on a more practical way on how this technique is applied. If you see here, I'm just trying to freely draw some lines, curvy lines, straight lines, and trying to define a specific spot that is used as a target when I'm sketching and during my warm-up session. If you are doing circles, just move your shoulders, your hands and your wrist must be firmly, you should not move your hands when you are doing circles. I quite like the idea of cross-hatching. I think it gives me a lot of freedom when I'm doing that. It also helps me to define some specific shapes. And then you can cross-hatch in different directions. So on the illustrations that I have done, you're going to see that I use cross-hatching quite a lot, and it's quite useful. It's interesting to use this technique. When you are warming up as well, do some straight lines, try to keep them parallel as much as you can. You're going to see that it gives you more confidence before you start the drawing session. You can also do some curvy lines. It's more to tell your brain, to tell yourself that you're going to start a drawing session. And then again, it's going to give you a lot of confidence. Here I have once again a target, a specific spot that I have defined. And I'm trying to hit this spot as precise as I can. When you do circles, it doesn't have to be 100% precise, but it's important that you try to keep focus on and do the best you can all the time. Drawing some ellipses as well, which is good that you have to use when you're designing. It will for sure help you to define specific shapes depending on what you're doing. Here I'm going to cross-hatch again, and I simply love cross-hatching. I think it helps quite a lot to give you in a very fast and quick and easy way to define a specific shape, and then you can do these cross-hatches in any direction. It's very useful. It's very simple to do that. You don't need to put too much effort to do, Here a little bit more circles again, and then now I'm going to work a little bit more with curvy lines. Curvy lines is also interesting, because every time you do things like this and these shapes and these lines, you have to make sure that you are using only your shoulders. Yeah. And here I'm trying to use the cross-hatch between these two curvy lines. As long as you do this exercise on a regular basis, I always try to do this exercise 5-10 minutes a day. It helps me to boost my the way I do, the way I draw. I play a lot with different shapes and shades as well. So this is something really important for someone who is learning or is trying to improve their ability on how to draw. And that's for sure. It's for me. It's very useful, I would say, once again. So here I'm trying to do some round and circle shapes using the cross hatches again. Try always to do these at least 3-4 times a week, and then I'm pretty much sure that this is going to give you a lot of confidence and is going to improve the way you sketch. Here again, I have a spot. I have just defined a specific target, a specific point, and then I'm just trying to hit this point as precise as I can. Just play with the lines, just go freely, just have some fun. So the main idea here is to get confidence, is to try to get more precision on the things that you're doing, is to play, is to tell your brain that you are going to start a drawing session, and then I'm 100% sure it will help you, because the way I have been doing so far, I have improved quite a lot my sketches. And then today, there is no another way for me to start my drawing session. Every time I go to the drawing table, I always do this exercise. If you see here, I'm playing with curvy lines again, with round shapes. Those round shapes, sometimes they're not quite very precise, but I'm always striving to do the best I can, always pushing myself and to make sure that I get it right. So here you do have some exercise that I have done, some illustrations where I have used cross-hatching, as you can see. It's very useful, it's very powerful, it helps you to get some 3D effects as well. So for me, is the more you do, the more you practice, the more you learn. It's something that you have to do on a regular basis, and then you will make progress gradually, but we will. I'm 100% sure. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, to comment, to share with your friends, and keep watching and keep sketching for fun.